Years ago, there was this weird thing that happened in especially software engineers, and no one necessarily identified it as a problem, but it certainly was. And that was to grow as an engineer. You could grow for so long as an engineer, and then eventually no one would pay you anymore. You couldn't. You could keep getting better, but you couldn't get paid anymore. And so, if you wanted to get paid more, or you wanted to be, more important, or go up the ladder, this kind of thing. The only way you could do that was to become a crappy manager. And so all our best engineers were becoming crappy managers. And every once in a while you get lucky and you'd have an amazing manager, somebody who was able to do both and they were really good at management. But that was mostly through sheer luck because it was just engineers fighting that I'm going to leave, I'm going to go somewhere else if you don't make me a manager because I'm as good as I can be as an engineer. And a few weird companies fixed that problem. They decided, what if we just keep promoting engineers, and what if we're willing to pay them way more? If we have these amazing engineers who are 100x engineers, they can do way more than our average engineer. Why do we want to make them crappy managers? Why don't we just let them keep becoming better engineers and build better products for us, build products faster than our competitors? And so these weird companies, they're people you've probably never even heard of. Like Microsoft did that, and Facebook figured that out. Amazon figured it out. Netflix. Who else? Apple. A bunch of companies you probably never heard of decided to do that. And how about that? Their products turned out better than their competitors. They just wiped the table. They cleaned up with their competition because all the best engineers went there because they were willing to continue to grow them, continue to pay them more. Everyone else was turning their best engineers into crappy managers. So I highly recommend you don't turn your best engineers into crappy managers. Uh, there's now a path, there's a growth path to um, to go up the ladder, that climbing the ladder, as it were, that actually allows you now to stay on the engineering path. And maybe you're not in the engineering world, maybe you're in a different world. Some folks like Bill Gates created that, solved that. Mark Zuckerberg solved that for the engineering world. Maybe it's you who will solve it for your world and make it worthwhile that you keep getting better at what you're good at instead of having to change what you do to climb the corporate ladder, as it were. And maybe there's another way in your industry. But very cool thing that happened. That's a shift that I don't know that people realize how much impact that had by sticking with the really amazing engineers and just helping them do what they already do well and just keep doing it, do it better, get paid better for it, and help make the company better for it as a result.